everybody, welcome to my new Girls, come reviews and files. Welcome and thank you for tuning in. Alright, so I recorded this video, I don't know how many times, but I hope this is the last time, okay? So now, if you want to know what I'm going to talk about next, please stay tuned. Alright, hey everybody, welcome to the Budget 101, and I wanted to do this video because I am planning, and I do have a budget planner that I am following, and I also have a mini planner that I keep in my purse. So I'm just going to go more into detail of what all of this is about. And I know I talked about it in certain videos with the planners and things of that nature, but I thought it was a little bit better to have it in one video. So if you have any questions, I could direct you to this video, okay? All right, so budgeting 101. Budgeting, just basically, we all should know is that, you're basically, budgeting your money. It's not that you're being cheap. It's not that you're, being stingy with your money. You're just being more conscious of what you spend, and you're not spending it on unnecessary items that you do not need at the moment, okay? You can get items, that you don't need at a later date, but not every date, okay? So, you're just being more conscious, and you're being, disciplined to not spend as much, or, spend, every time you go into a store, or you just have to go to the store just because, I'm just saying, like, personal stuff, like buy a shirt because it is or whatever like that, just relax, take a chill pill, okay? But anyway, I digress. So I do have a planner. I have a happy planner that is a budget planner. And it's a planner that you have to put together. And I purchased this planner from Amazon. I purchased the budget planner, and I purchased the rings. I will put everything on the side so you guys can see. That's why I'm off to the side. I have a lot of visuals today, okay, y'all? And I also purchased, like, the covers, and you have to basically put the planner together. There are planners out there that you don't have to put together. There are other planner collections out there that you don't have to put together. But the ones that I have been dealing with is the Happy Planner and the Agenda 52 planner. So there are other planners out there that I have not dealt with, so I will not speak on because I don't have any experience with them. So yeah, so there are other planner collections out there that you can, kind of peruse around and see what you want to see, okay? All right, so you put this planner together, the budget planner, and I do have a video on it. I'll put it down in the description bar below, so please check the description bar below before you leave. And you put it together, and there's rings. You can get any variety of colors that you want. I got gold, and at first it was kind of hard for me to put it together, but it is very simple. But I was having a moment, so I had to watch a video real quick to know how to put it together, so I was able to. And it's easy to put together. It's easy to take off. It's just basically, being more creative and, having inserts that you want to put in there and things of that nature that is available for Happy Planner, okay? So that's basically it about that. A Happy Planner is very popular here on YouTube and out in the world, okay? All right, so that's basically it about that, all right? So the budget planner is just basically your budgeting. It has certain things, inserts in there where you are saving. There's certain things in there where it's talking about and it has stickers, and it's a lot of things in there. They have expense tracker, bill pay, and things of that nature. It has a calendar, of course. They ask you questions such as, how was it, how was the month? They have month at a glance and stuff like that. So it's a really, pretty good budget planner just to keep you abreast of what you are spending and things of that nature. You just have to keep up with the money and what you're spending and what you're spending out, what's coming in and things of that nature. And it's just basically tracking, and keeping you, aware of what you are doing, in your financial department. Okay. All right. So that's basically it. In the budgeting, you're budgeting with your money, whatever money that you have coming in, whether it be with your spouse, your significant other, or with yourself, or with your family, or whatever the case is, whatever income that you have, you crunch those numbers. Okay. And you must have a calculator. You can use your phone or whatever the case is, or just use your head or whatever the case is. But a calculator is very handy, so you can add, subtract, multiply, and things of that nature, and get some accurate numbers, or, just, use a pen and paper, scratch paper, and do it from there. So it's just really basically, just crunching numbers and making sure that you're saving for what you want to save for, and, paying bills and things of that nature. Okay. All right, so I have my book here that some notes that I'm going to be looking down, some pinpoints, so I won't get out of the way. All right, so we talked about calculating and things of that nature, budget planner and things of that nature. And you can purchase this budget planner from Amazon. I purchased from Amazon. You can purchase from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I will put all the information down below. If I don't, I will put my video down below, and that video will have all the information of where you can purchase the planner. Okay, so whatever it is going to be down in the description bar below. Okay, all right, so that's basically about that. All right, so we're going to get into sinking funds and cash envelopes, which is from the Dave Ramsey. Is the Dave Ramsey strategy, and I thought it was a pretty good strategy to use, especially for budgeting and saving, and you really want to save and you're very adamant about it. Okay, I have been trying to save for a while. I've been saving and stuff like that, been off and on, but since I've started this budgeting, I've been doing pretty good. There has been some slip-ups, which I will talk about later on in the video, but right now we're talking about what's going on. All right, so the sinking envelopes, you can make sinking envelopes. I do have a video on the DIY sinking funds envelopes, and you can make those, if you want to, or you just buy regular envelopes. It's really up to you. But if you just want to be creative, you could do that. But I want to be creative, and I wanted to have fun saving money, because it's not fun saving money. Okay, we all know it's not fun saving money unless you like to save money, but I don't. Okay, but we know that's what you have to do to be responsible in adulting, and that's what you have to do. All right, so the sinking funds is just basically categories that you are saving for, okay? Whether it be emergency funds, computer, makeup, tires, car maintenance, whatever the case is, okay? And, some people, probably have 2 or 3 or 4 categories over the case. I have a lot of categories, okay? But it's really up to you and what you, want to save up for, okay? And some people have asked in certain YouTube videos was saying, like, what if they don't have enough money for all of their singing funds? Well, the young lady in one of the YouTube videos was saying that, just basically, pick which ones that you want to save for. So say if you have emergency, makeup, and dog hair, and you only have enough money for 2 categories, what would you pick? Emergency and dog hair, not makeup, okay? As much as a lot of us do love makeup, a lot of ladies or whomever like makeup, you're going to save for what is priority, what is essential, and you're being responsible, so the makeup can wait, okay? You probably got 101 palettes sitting chilling, you just need another palette, and that's me, but no. But anyway, I digress. But that's basically about that. So you just basically, do what you have to do, okay? And also, because I don't put money in all my envelopes that I have. I put it in certain envelopes, and there's some days where I have to put less money in there, or I put more money in there, depending upon certain bills that I have to pay for that type of pay period. And and if I want to put more money onto my credit card. So it's really, really up to you and up to your discretion and up to your income and the numbers that you have crunched for that month or that time period, that whatever the case is. And I do put cash into my envelopes every paycheck, okay? Or I try to, but I've been doing pretty good thus far. So that's basically about that. So the sinking envelopes, that's what it is. And also one of the young ladies from YouTube, I forgot her name, but she was saying don't be married to your numbers, meaning that say if you did set a number, say if you say you're going to save $10 or $20 every paycheck. Maybe the next paycheck you did, one paycheck you did, but the next paycheck you kind of short. So maybe you might only put $10, or you might put $5, or you might put no dollars. It's really, really up to you, okay? So that's basically about that. So I hope sinking funds was kind of clear, but it's just basically categories, where you want to save for something and you just don't touch it and you leave it at home, okay? So that's basically about that. And then however many months that you wanted to save it for, say you want to save it for 5 months, whatever much money that you save it for times that, and that's what you get. So that's basically it about that. So it's really up to you, okay? Up to your discretion. So cash envelopes is just basically envelopes that you carry around with you. You have it in your purse or whatever the case is. If you were a male, however you want to put it, you carry it with you, and these are categories. I have categories. I have groceries, gas, personal care, dog care, petty cash, donations, and dine out. Okay. So most of the time my cash envelopes are, mostly full. And then there are times where, a couple of envelopes don't get, money in it, like petty cash. Sometimes dine out, you get like $10 or something like that, because I could just cook something or whatever like that instead of eating out all the time, which is not good. So, so that's basically about that. So I've been cutting down on the dine out and putting, and just buying groceries or whatever the case is. Also, another idea is good, which I learned from one of my YouTubers here on YouTube. She's really sweet. She's really good, very informative. Michelle here. So she was talking about her cash envelopes, and she had money left over from one of her envelopes, and then she just rolled it over to one of her sinking funds. I was like, that's a good idea, Michelle. Okay, boo, I see you, boo. I see you. So thank you for that. So that's what I did recently. I had some money left over, because sometimes you're going to have some money left over from your cash envelope. So that's what happened. And altogether I had $11. So it's probably like $3 from one envelope, $2. It was something like that. So I just spread it out. I put $3 in savings, $2 somewhere, and that was pretty cool. So you're saving more money than you would usually save, so you get closer to your goal, which is pretty cool, right? So that's what I thought. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to start doing that. Maybe sometimes you may want to leave money in your cash out, but it depends. Like I said before, it really depends on your income, what you're getting in. You may get a bonus, you may not. Whatever the case is, whatever your case is with your numbers, with your income, that's what you base it off of, okay? That's what you solely base it off of, okay? All right, and sometimes you may have to go back in and tweak some numbers and add, subtract, and multiply, whatever you got to do, because I done did it so many times. So it's really up to your discretion, okay? So that's basically about that. All right, and that's basically it about that. So I think that's it. I'm going to share some tips with you, and I'm going to share some stories with you. One of the tips that I want to say is don't overexceed your budget, okay? So if you have a budget and you want to save all this money, but you don't have enough money for your bills, that's not good. Okay, so say, don't oversee your budget. So say if you have if you're trying to save, but then you're saving so much that you don't have enough money for your bills, you don't want to do that. You want to have a balance to where you have enough money for your bills and you have enough money to save and also have in your cash envelope. So when you're doing your numbers and crunching your numbers, you have to, have all of that into the equation, when you're doing this, because, you have to okay, I have to have X, Y, and Z for bills, X, Y, and Z for cash envelopes, X, Y, and Z for envelopes and things of that nature. For cash and sinking funds, okay? I'm sorry. And whatever else that's left in your bank account, one of the young ladies here on YouTube was saying that, make every dollar count. So meaning that after everything is spent out, whatever like that, and you still have money floating up in there, try to put it somewhere in its prospective place, like maybe sinking funds, or maybe if you want to add something to cash envelopes. So it's like, because if you have that money lingering in there, you're gonna spend it on something, especially if it's an online purchase. And I'm good for purchasing online, okay? And here's why, okay? Because I did slip up last month and purchased me a planner, which is pretty nice. I do have a video on it. It's coming up soon. It's very nice and sleek or whatever like that and cool. I was like, okay, I see you. But at the same time, I slipped up, okay? It was $10 or $11, but still. I purchased it from Amazon. I was like, whatever the case is. It was a happy planner, okay? I couldn't help it, though. All right, so I got it, or whatever the case. So that was the slip up in April, okay? I think that was kind of towards the end of April. I think that was my other paycheck that I purchased. So I was like, okay, whatever. All right, so that's the slip up number one. Number two, there's two other ones, but it's not really slip ups. It was about to be a slip up, but I caught myself, okay? So one of them, my sister had sent me a text message saying that, one of the Makeup Palettes crown case, okay? If y'all not familiar with a crown case palette, it was out of stock, and it came back in stock, and I was like, oh, that's what's up. Okay, what like that my sister was telling me. And I was like, I can't get it. I don't know how many times I put SMH, but at the same time as I was typing that text, I was thinking in my head, racking my brain like, well, maybe I could take it from. I was like, stop it. Stop it right now. Flag on the play. You're not going to get it. It's just no. It's just no. But what if no. Just no. Okay, stop it. All right, so I had to stop myself. So that was number one discipline right there. That was very hard. My heart was crying, but I'm cool. I'm cool, Bill. I'm cool. You see this tear right here? Okay. My heart was crushed. But anyway, but then another thing, I did almost. I was very close, this close to getting this other palette from Morphe. It was I think it was the 35A palettes, the palette that got the blue in it. You know, it's a very popular palette here on YouTube. And I was going to get it. It was out of stock too. That was out of stock too for like about a month, I believe. So then I went on it. This was like about last week or whatever. And I went and checked it out. And I was like, oh, it's back in stock. So I went through the motions and add in the cart and went through the PayPal stuff or whatever like that. And then, selected the shipping and handle. I was like, okay, whatever like that. Shipping extra $5. The palette was $23. Then I went to proceed to check. No, it said proceed to checkout or complete order, whatever the case is. I pressed the X. Yay! Oh my goodness, you don't know how hard. I stared at that screen for a good minute. And I was like, do I really need this? Do I have such and such money in my account? Should I do that, or should that $30 go to something else? So I pressed the X. See, there I go. Being obedient. I was listening to the budget mind. So I was like, but, so I was like, I could save that for something else. So I'm trying to think, maybe I could take that $30 and put it towards something else. And I could treat myself another time at a later date. Anyway. But it's okay. But anyway, that's basically about that. So it's like, with budgeting, you have to, really make sure that, this is what you want to do, and you have to be adamant about saving and things of that nature, and know that you have to save, and this is what you have to do. This is responsibility. This is what you need to do. You're saving for such and such and this and that and the third. And if you stick to your guns and you're planning and you're looking and stuff like that, you should be good, boo. It's hard, of course, because you're just now starting it and you haven't gotten into the habit. But once you get into the habit of doing it, trust me, your mind starts thinking a little bit differently, and you start thinking like, do I really need that? You start second guessing yourself, as opposed to, I'm just going to buy it anyway because maybe I'll need it later. No, you don't need that later. You don't need that shirt later. You got how many shirts at home? No. Put it back. Or, oh, this palette, well, it got this in it. I don't have this type of blue in my palette. You can work with the blue in that palette, boo. You can work with the blue in that palette. Just treat yourself at a later date. Okay? So it's like you have to coach yourself, okay? It's like you talking to yourself like okay, like calming yourself down. But that's what you got to do. Okay? With this budgeting, it's not easy. It is hard. It is hard. I'm telling you, it's hard. It's very hard. Because you got money lingering around, because these sinking funds is at home, okay? Chilling hard with money in it. And you're looking at it like, dang, I'm looking like, dang, I didn't think I was going to save that much money. Like, it's some money there that I'm like, I didn't think it would get up to that amount that fast. But, and it's pretty cool in a way, because it's like, I'm really saving. I'm really doing it, y'all. I'm doing it. Responsibility. So that's what's up. But that's basically about that. But that's it for the budgeting. I think I'm pretty much done. I gave my tips. Just basically, hang in there. Pray about it and keep it moving. You can do it. Always have encouragement. Look at people that do budget videos and see what they're doing. That gives me a lot of encouragement, especially when I be like, dag, this money may not be saving up fast enough. There's certain categories I be looking like, dag, like, oh my goodness. But at the end of the day, like, them videos that I be watching, I be like, oh, that's what's up. I'm gonna get there one day, So it's very encouraging to look at videos like that, and it's very encouraging to just stay uplifted with this budgeting, okay? It's hard, but you have to do it, all right? It's preparation, it's preparing you, for the future, And I think it's pretty cool. And I'm glad I'm starting now. Better late than never, It's not too late for you to start, It's not that you're too old. No, you're never too never. Do it now. Start now. Even if it's, what was it? It's May 12th. Start now. When I started in April, I started in April fresh because it was like the last week of the last month, and I was like, whatever like that. So I started April. So 12, you still got some, you know what I'm saying? It's still some days, you missed 12 days, but that's cool. You can start. Your next paycheck coming up, probably. My paycheck coming up. The next paycheck is coming up. So, So that's basically it, you guys. I'm done. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Oh, and the stickers in the budget planner. The stickers are very fun to look forward to when you're planning, especially, you're planning, putting the stickers in, you get into the groove and stuff like. It's like little stuff like that. It just make me want to save. So I'm just so happy that I've started to get into this planner community, because it's making me really want to save and making me be more creative, bringing my creativity out even more, and I really like that about that. So that's it. I'm done. I think I've talked too much, but I hope you learned from this or got something out of this. I hope it was informative for you. And if you have any additional questions, please let me know. If there's anything else in the video that I've forgotten, I definitely will annotate in the video. Anything that I reference in the video will be down in the description bar below. So please check that out before you leave. And that's it, you guys. So I hope you found this helpful. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day whenever you're watching this. And thank you for watching. And have any questions, comments below that? If you have any questions, comments below, please don't hesitate to ask. Ask below. Definitely answer my Canon 97. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Bye.